you know that not all situation you find yourself is meant to destroy you? Do you know that you experience some things because God wants to carve a name for himself in your situation? I would agree with you that there are forces that legislate some issues. Maybe the sin of our forefathers, our own errors, maybe by omission or commission, consciously, unconsciously, or subconsciously. But one silent truth that most people have refused to come to terms with is the fact that for everything that happens in the life of a person, God is stead at giving himself a name in that situation. If it had not happened to Sarah, in the book of Genesis, chapter 21, verse 1 to 3, how will you know that God is able to give a barren womb children? God is able to give a woman who had attained menopause children. If it didn't happen in the life of Joseph, when his brother sold him out and he became a prime minister in another person's land, how will you know that God can lift a nobody from nowhere to become somebody somewhere? If it didn't happen to the woman with the issue of blood in the book of Mark, chapter 5, how will you know that God can actually cure all diseases and sicknesses? If it didn't happen in the life of, Daniel, when the Lord shut the mouth of the lions, how will you know that a person can come face to face with a lion and can still walk out of it den unharmed? So that situation you found yourself, can you look within and ask yourself, what is God trying to achieve in my life, in my story? A lot of people pray away challenges. A lot of people cast and bind challenges. It is okay as a human, but when our will is lost in his will, what we begin to consider is, what is God trying to make out of this situation? Because he needs a human entity to exhibit certain things that will give people the awareness that God is capable of doing certain things. Just like in the life of Job. The Bible said that God inquired of the devil, have you considered my son Job? That means Job had grown to a level of spiritual maturity. He had grown to the level of spiritual capability. He has been equipped with the capacity to face the trials that will come to him. So when your battle, your tribulations are tough, look inside of you. What are you made of? What is God trying to do out of your life? What name is he trying to carve for himself? And by the time you understand this principle of the kingdom, you begin to sort out the will of God, the purpose, plan of God pattern for humanity. As a child of God, you live your life pleasing the Father. When you please the Father, he is moved to do things that pleases you. Check the life of everybody in the scripture that went out of their own will to please the Father. They were compensated at the end. I used to say something that when God tells you sorry, he tells you sorry in a loud way. He does not say sorry because he has offended you. He says sorry because you think he has offended you. And the way he compensates you to show you that he understands where you are thinking from is to bring something that is far better off than that thing you would have loved to, that made you feel he abandoned you. God is never late. He is not an author of confusion. He does not lead one to a place and leave the person stranded. Hold fast. Hold on to God. God is trying to carve himself a name in your story. Give God time. While you wait, you keep praising, you keep thanking, you keep praying, you keep meditating on the word. Like I always emphasize, help is on the way. And when this help comes, you will be glad you waited. Men will celebrate you. I'll see you next time. God bless you.